Welcome to part two of our podcast series on unleashing the power of AI in field service. In part one, we discussed the transformative potential of AI in field service, exploring its capabilities and benefits. Today, we will double click into how organizations can leverage AI use cases in field service operations. I am Kannan Virdhagiri, and I'm from Sage IT. And as a VP, I'm responsible for technical sales and solutions. I come from an aerospace and defense background, and I have over 25 years of experience in engineering and IT-related areas with leading technology solution providers. And joining me again is Leo Rubio, a digital transformation leader with over 20 years of experience in field service operations. And he's also the founder and CEO of RubioWave Consulting. Leo, it's great to have you back.
Thank you, Kannan. It's great to be back. I'm really excited about today's topic as it has a lot of relevance across industries and it's a topic that many organizations are struggling with.
Before we jump into today's topic, let's revisit the broader role of AI in field service and how it integrates into operations to enhance efficiency and service quality. Leo, may I request a recap of some of the key points from our part one podcast and how they set the stage for today's discussions?
Yeah, no, absolutely. In part one, we explore how AI technologies like machine learning, predictive analytics, digital twins, and automation can help revolutionize the field service operations. We also discuss how these technologies are helping to optimize maintenance schedules, predict equipment failures, and streamline operations, leading to significant improvements and efficiencies across the service organization and quality. Today, we'll go a step further and begin to talk about how do we think about identifying and prioritizing AI use cases within the field service operations.
Thanks, Leo. That's a great start. Now, identifying and prioritizing AI use cases can be challenging for many organizations. What would you say are some of the key challenges that companies face in this process?
Well, there are quite a few hurdles that companies typically encounter. And one of the ones that I think is probably the top hurdle is data quality and accessibility. AI relies heavily on data. And if the data is not clean, accurate, or readily available, it can really impact progress or even not allow a company to move forward with an initiative with AI. Another challenge is business alignment. Sometimes there's a gap between what AI initiatives aims to achieve and the company's overall strategic goals, and they don't really align. This misalignment can lead to initiatives that don't deliver unexpected results or value to the organization.
That makes sense. And I would imagine the use case has to be relevant to the industry in consideration, right? Here's another one. What about the skills within an organization?
Yeah, exactly. I think skill gaps are another big challenge today for every organization. I would say most companies don't have enough in-house expertise in AI or data science. This, as you can imagine, this could make it tougher to even get started, let alone scale an AI initiative. In this cases, what I would recommend is always a good idea to partner with a third party to augment your internal team. And that actually does two things. One is the hybrid model really helps to scale up your internal team as well as keeping your costs down because you're using your internal resources as well as bring in a team that's augmenting your organization and really help you move forward with these programs.
Perfect. And I would imagine that, any transformation is change, and that would automatically imply change management. Won't it play a crucial role in the selection of the use case also?
Absolutely. I think change management is critical specifically when you're introducing new technologies and processes, they often meet resistance, right? I think you're familiar with that, right? Whether it's from technicians, operations, from management, it's a natural instinct, right? Human instinct to be change adverse, right? Specifically when it comes to uh, transformative technologies like AI.
Mhm.
Overcoming that resistance is really critical. And one way to doing it, it requires strong leadership, a solid organizational change management plan or process, and sometimes, truthfully, a little bit of patience
Of
with
course.
stakeholders for sure.
These challenges are indeed significant. Now, how do you recommend organizations tackle these challenges, Leo? I mean, from your vast experience.
Sure. It is essential to conduct a thorough assessment of the current operations and engage with your stakeholders to identify those pain points. And
Mhm.
what this does is actually creates a structural approach to addressing the challenges effectively. In addition, prioritizing use cases based on potential return on investment and feasibility is also key.
Great points. Now that we have seen some challenges, let's think of strategies that organizations use to effectively identify AI use cases. What do you think, Leo?
Yeah, no, as I mentioned, organizations should start by assessing their current operations and engaging with the key stakeholders to identify those pain points. A couple of methods that I've used in the past are human centered design and value stream mapping that can be very effective in this process.
Human centered design, value stream mapping. Now, they sure got a ring to it. Can you expand on these methodologies and their importance?
Certainly, the two methodologies that we mentioned that I used in the past are the human centered design, and really, human centered design focuses on understanding the needs and experiences of the user. So, the persona driven model by involving the frontline technicians, in this case, managers and customers, in the design process, right?
Mhm.
Organizations can uncover pain points and opportunities where AI can make a significant impact. This approach ensures that AI solutions are not only technically feasible, but also align with user expectations and operational realities. When we talk about the value stream mapping, just to set the stage on what value stream mapping is, it
Mhm.
is a lean manufacturing technique. Uh,
Mhm.
uses flowcharts to visualize and analyze the steps needed to deliver a product or service to a customer. Uh,
Mhm.
by mapping out the end-to-end flow of activities involved in delivering a service or a product, organizations can identify inefficiencies, bottlenecks, and areas that are ready for AI integration. Uh, this method helps to prioritize AI use cases by focusing on areas where improvements in efficiencies, quality, or customer satisfaction can be the most significant.
That is very interesting, Leo. Thank you. This actually reminds me of what we briefly covered last week. When I brought up SEER 5.0 and our, futuristic approach to field service management with AI at its core. Our platform addresses the methodologies you just so eloquently outlined. An example is how do you predict a failure, provide the solution, and equip the technician with the part and provide the safety and the training required to say repair or install that part. Essentially, improve efficiency, something you repeatedly remarked about, and also reduce downtime and ultimately enhance the overall experience of the SLM, the service lifecycle management, the field service management area that we cover. Moving on. Once potential cases are identified, building a strong business case is essential. Now, how can organizations effectively build a business case for AI in field service? What do you think, Leo?
Yeah, building a business case involves multiple steps, but one of them is to clearly outlining the value proposition and the benefits of the AI solution that you have identified.
Mhm.
This includes quantifying the potential return on investment, such as cost savings, efficiency gains, and improved customer satisfaction.
Mhm.
It's also important to highlight how the AI solution aligns with the organization's strategy and strategic goals and address specific pain points identified earlier in your process.
That makes perfect sense. And I also assume that means you'll be pulling together a lot of the right cross-functional teams. That would be a crucial thing for this kind of a process, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's probably one of the most critical parts of the process because it's really vital to assemble a cross-functional team that includes members from IT, operations, finance, and other relevant departments. This actually ensures that all perspectives are considered and the I initiative, as well as a well-rounded and feasible solution is in play. Additionally, partnering with the right strategic partners or vendors can
Mhm.
provide the necessary expertise and resources to develop a compelling business case and drive the project forward. I can't tell you how critical it is to size up the team accordingly. You don't want to have too many of one cross-functional team members, as an example, operations or finance. You need to be able to balance those teams in order to be able to move efficiently through the process, as well as having representation across the entire organization.
No, it's very, very valuable points for sure. And again, this isn't just theory either. Some industries are already leveraging the benefits of AI. From an AI-powered predictive maintenance perspective, right? If you look at oil and gas industry, for example, there are several success stories, and the same is true for wind energy farms. Where turbine maintenance is really crucial, given the fact that they're scattered across vast areas, right? Now, some wind farms, they're able to predict gearbox failures quite accurately, and then they're able to fix them in time, which is saving maintenance costs and obviously improving turbine efficiency, thereby better power generation, the rest of it. Um, so there are already these real life examples where some of the stuff you talked about, the use cases that you just brought to life, are being played out in the industry today.
Yeah, no, those are great examples, and I would also know that we have seen several successful AI deployments in the automotive and manufacturing industries as well.
That is absolutely true, quite true. Thank you, Leo, for sharing your insights and on how to navigate AI use cases in field service.
It's been a pleasure, Kanan. I hope your listeners find this insights valuable as they explore AI opportunities within their own organizations. It takes a lot of effort in identifying those use cases, but I think implementing some of the strategies that we talked about, I think, is really helpful and will help really move things forward within the organizations based on their strategies as well.
Absolutely, Leo. Unleashing the power of AI, as we coined the term for this podcast. No, you're right on. In our next episode, we will dive into deployment strategies. We will explore how to turn identified AI use cases into actionable projects. So until next time, this is Kannan and Leo wishing you a lot of success in your digital transformation journey. Thank you.